Hey man, I'm Jusko from ProudMoney.com. JetBlue and Barclays teaming up on another JetBlue credit card. This one a premium Premier World Elite Mastercard. That with a $499 annual fee, I have to question how many people are going to bite on this given the number of sort of luxury travel credit cards that already exist on the market, and this one not necessarily offering a whole lot innovative or different in the rewards and benefits it offers, and even travel credit that I kind of find laughable in some respects. So let's take a look at what the card offers, and maybe you'll agree and maybe you won't. All right, let's break it down. Like I said, $499 annual fee on the JetBlue Premier card. In terms of the everyday rewards, 6 points per dollar on your JetBlue flights, as well as on travel that you book through the Paisly portal, which is basically like car rentals and hotels, that sort of thing. 2 points per dollar on grocery store purchases, 2 points per dollar at restaurants, 1 point per dollar everywhere else. I will note here that this is the same reward point formula that you can get on the JetBlue Plus card that only has a $99 annual fee. In terms of a new cardholder bonus, the new JetBlue Premier card offering 70,000 points if you spend $5,000 with the card in the first 3 months, so a hefty spend. I just compared this card to the JetBlue Plus card that has a $99 annual fee, so I'll do that again here with the bonus. You can get 50,000 points with that card, and you only have to spend $1,000 to do it. Now, those 70,000 points with the Premier card going to be worth at the very least $700 worth of JetBlue flights. You could probably make the case that $875 to $900 is something that you could fairly easily do. Now, part of the announcement today from JetBlue is that the $5,000 that you spend in order to hit that bonus, you're also going to earn 5 tiles in the Mosaic status portion of JetBlue's TrueBlue program. Now, in order to hit Mosaic status, you need 50 tiles. So 5 tiles is only going to get you a little bit of the way there. And the one thing they sort of neglect to mention is that for every $1,000 you spend with the card, you get 1 tile. So really, you're not getting 5 tiles as like an extra bonus. You are getting the 5 tiles because you just spent $5,000 on the card. So that is something that you should pay attention to. But either way, getting 5 tiles is going to get you partway to the Mosaic status, but you're going to have to do a lot more to get there. You're either going to have to spend a lot on this card. Like I said, 1 tile for every $1,000 you spend. You also get 1 tile for every $100 you spend on JetBlue flights. So if you're thinking you want to hit Mosaic status, even at the most lower level there with 50 points, you are going to need to do a good amount of JetBlue flying, either just in general or in combination with quite a bit of spend on this card. Now, with most travel cards these days, if they are charging you an annual fee of over $400 or $500, you can expect that there is some sort of airport lounge access in the mix, and that is true here. You will get Priority Pass access, which is the program that allows you to access a lot of airport lounges across the country and the world. Now, JetBlue is also, like many airlines, in the process of trying to beef up their airport lounge game in terms of branded airport lounges. JetBlue supposedly going to have 2 online by the end of 2025, or maybe only 1. In New York is supposed to be online by 2025. Boston soon after that. Not sure if it will be this year or not. But as we sit here at the beginning of 2025, that's still a long wait to even have the potential to use a JetBlue lounge. So for the first year at least, you are looking mostly at Priority Pass, and even after that, you don't have that many lounges. Now, one of the other things we've sort of come to expect with these premium travel credit cards is that if you are paying that big annual fee, there usually is going to be some sort of travel credit that you can earn that sort of makes up for that big annual fee. And some of them are easier to hit than others, but most of them are going to have some component like that. And this card does, but it's probably the worst attempt at a travel credit I have seen from any of the high-end travel cards. So the way it works is this: you could get up to a $300 travel credit, but the way you get it is by booking hotels, car rentals, and other things through JetBlue's Paisly portal. And that's not the greatest thing in the world, but we've seen some of that with other airlines and travel cards out there. But the sort of hitch here is that in order to max out that $300, you only get a $50 credit for each $250 transaction you do through that portal, and then you can do up to 6 per year. So in order to actually max out that $300, you would have to do 6 different transactions through that Paisley portal of at least $250, and you would get $50 each time you do it. For a lot of people, that's an awful lot of transactions, and that is for your car rentals or your hotels or other things that you may or may not want to book through JetBlue. So it sort of forces you into this portal and really cuts it up in a way that, really only American Express could look at that and say, we like how you're doing that. And then looking at the other features of the card, or at least the high points of them, like I said already, each $1,000 in spend gets you one tile toward that mosaic status. You have things like TSA PreCheck and global entry credit, which again is a common thing in high-end travel cards. You've got group boarding A on JetBlue flights, first checked bag free. You've got a 10% redemption rebate when you use your points to redeem toward a JetBlue flight, 50% off on food and drink when you are actually flying JetBlue, and a 5,000 point bonus that you are going to get, bonus you could call it, each year when you continue to have the card and pay the annual fee again. And I would mention that that 5,000 point bonus, like I've mentioned with some other things on this card, actually is something that you get through the JetBlue Plus card as well, a card with a much lower annual fee. So those are the high points of the new JetBlue Premier card. Still some other details in there, but that gives you most of what you would want to know. Would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments section below. When I think about what is being offered here, I look at the rest of the sort of travel credit card market, and I think most people, if they are going to spend this much for a credit card, they probably already have gotten a credit card in this area, whether it's one from American Express or Capital One or Chase or some other airline. And I don't know if there's anything you would see here with JetBlue that would make you think, oh, that's an interesting, innovative offer, or anything along those lines. It's a little bit of a Me Too card in terms of the airport lounge access and TSA PreCheck and all those sorts of things. And like I said, that $300 travel credit, or up to, is something that only American Express could love the structure of. So I don't think there's too much here that would get you excited. Maybe if you're a very frequent traveler on JetBlue, you are looking forward to those JetBlue lounges, but even those are almost a year away. So, why go after this card now when you could just go after it 10 months from now or whatever. So maybe there's something I'm missing, but when I look at where this sits with the rest of the cards on the market, I don't think it competes all that well with other cards on this high end, and that JetBlue Plus card at $99 gives you an awful lot of what you're getting here other than the airport lounges. Would love to hear your thoughts as well.